G'day, how you doing? E Bishop Timaru NZ. Aren't you lucky? You're getting 2 videos in one day. Didn't get one yesterday, I got to do 2 today. Yeah, listen, I've been a bit of a stirrer most of my life. I like to stir people up, wind people up. My wife reckons I'm the biggest stirrer she's ever met. But she stuck with me for 50 years. But I do know how to wind people up. If they're not behaving themselves, I'll wind them up. And they bite every time, you know. But anyway, today I come on you and talk to you about computers and printers and stuff. You know, when you go into these shops and you buy something mechanical, like a printer or a computer or something like that, there's that many, isn't it? Where the hell do you start, you know? That many. And I went into Noel Leemings the other day, and they've got heaps of computers and printers and all sorts of stuff, and I wanted a printer that would print onto labels, because I'm doing these DVDs, you see, look at that fancy DVD I got there. That's moving through the forest in the logging truck, right? And but there's a story about this. Oh, here's the cover here, pretty flash, isn't it, eh? Look at that. Very nice. Cost me a lot of money. There's the DVD in there, look. See that? Pretty flash, isn't it, eh? And I'm selling these for $30. And I'm giving donations to Alzheimer's disease and bipolar disorder and prostate cancer and all that. I'm making donations to those societies. Anyone buys one of my videos, you see I'm selling videos now. Now I haven't always been selling videos. I started off writing letters to the local Timaru Herald, and I wrote letters to them for many years, and my letters were always good, people, controversial, made people bite. I'd always get a bite when I wrote one of my letters, someone would write back, you know. But they couldn't see the funny side in the finish, and so the Herald, Timaru Herald won't print my letters anymore. They stopped printing. So I got a computer and I started doing blogs, or writing on blogs, and I'd send out blogs, you see, and I get all these comments coming back, because I was winding people up, you see, things that I was saying, wound them up, you see. So they'd bite. And then in 2012, May 2012, I thought, I'll do these, I heard a thing called YouTube. You could do videos, you see. So instead of writing blogs, I started to do videos, right? Now, I think I've only got about 2 more to go, and I'll have 700 videos on YouTube, which I've loaded up on YouTube, see? And I've talked about all sorts of things, mainly about myself, because I'm doing my life story. I said at the start, I'm not going to write a book. I haven't got time to sit down. I'm not a Barry Crump. I can't sit down and write by hand my life story, but I can get online and I can talk about it, you see, as it happens. So I've been talking every day about my life, and today I went down to Noel Leemings to tune him up, you see, because I wasn't happy with the service. What had happened is I wanted a printer that would print on my labels. See these labels, you see? I needed to print directly on the label. And there's only one firm in New Zealand that makes these printers that'll print on the label, and it's called Canon. So the Canon people have this printer called the, I don't know what it's called, it's 7260 or something. And I bought this thing. I'll show it to you, just a minute. That's Canon. Pretty flash, eh? You open it up, and it starts making noises, and this drops down, and all sorts of things. It's all very technical, right? There's the new ink. I worked it all out. It came in a box, and I worked it out how to put it together. The instructions are very good, and I could put it together no trouble at all. So what am I grizzling about? What's wrong with it? Well, I can't get it to go. I don't know how to make it go. Whoops. It's starting up now, look. It's starting to talk to me. But I can't even print out a piece of paper. Just a minute. This blog that I did, I've called it Noel Leeming's After Sales Service. right? And here's the story. I'll read it out to you. Have you ever gone into a store and been confused at all the different makes and models? It takes a lot of thinking to know if you decide to make a purchase that whether or not you will have all the instructions to make it work. This happened to me when I wanted a printer that would print directly onto a DVD disc. After going around all the stores, I settled on buying a Canon 7260 because I was told that Canon are the only people who manufacture a printer that will print directly onto a disc. They told me it would take 5 to 10 days for my model to arrive, but when I asked if I'd get one earlier, I was impressed when my printer arrived 2 days after I paid for it. I was most impressed at how easy it was to install the software because it came with hard copy instructions that were easy to follow. How to get the printer to work was a different story, but Noel Leemings and Timaru contacted their IT man at a cost of $59. The mobile technician David Dundas arrived at my home at 9:30 in the morning and left at 11:30. He would not take a check, but he had a FBOS machine in his car, so I paid him on the spot. He had never used a Canon 7200 before, so he spent all the time I was paying him for working out how to use the software. After about 2 hours, he spent about 5 minutes showing me how it worked, but when I was left on my own, I could not even get the printer to print anything. I phoned Canon Help Desk and spent an hour on the phone talking to a technician by the name of Goran Ivanovich from Canon Oceania Contact Center, who told me the software for the printer called Image Garden was too hard to learn, so he sent me another software program called CD Label Print. He was very understanding and very helpful, but as soon as he hung up the phone, I was lost again and could not even work out how to make the printer print on a single sheet of paper. I went back down to Noel Leemings and Timaru and was told that if I wanted to learn how to make the printer work, I'd have to pay their mobile technician another $60. I asked to speak to the manager who was out buying his morning tea and could not see me. After about another hour of waiting, I said to the salesman in a loud voice that if they could not teach me how to make a printer go, then I wanted my money back. Well, that got the manager's attention. He came running after me and told me, and I told him my story. And he said he would get back to me, but I left the store wondering if I should spend $2,500 on a new computer from Noel Leemings, when no one in the store could even teach me how to work a simple machine such as a printer. So there you have it, Noel Leemings. There's a bit of free publicity for you. As I said, I'm a bit of a stirrer, but I only stir up people when they don't give me service. And right now, I've got a printer here which is absolutely useless for me. I should use it for a sinker and when I go fishing. I'll give it to my son-in-law, he goes fishing. He could use it for a sinker, couldn't he, eh? A printer, yeah. So these things are great, but you got to know, get some of them, mate, and teach you how to work them, you know. No, I quite like Noel Leemings. There are good people in there, but the system is something wrong. There's just something wrong with the system, you know. I don't know. So I've given you 2, haven't I? That's nearly 700. I think I've got about 2 to go and I'll have 700 videos online. Someone will listen to them. And listen, don't forget to buy one of these. Buy one of these up here, will you? $30. $30 and I'll give $3 to Alzheimer's disease. Find the cure for Alzheimer's disease out of it, $3. And I'll give another $3 to prostate cancer, because a lot of men got prostate cancer and not a lot of research needs to be done on that illness. So I'll give another $3 for that. And another $3 I'll give to people with bipolar disorder. Because I'm supposed to have bipolar disorder. And I want to I want them to X away my brain again, but they won't do it. But anyway. Listen, thanks for that. And I've got a lot of cards coming in, a lot of emails coming in, a lot of people wanting my videos. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I haven't been discovered yet. I'm a motivator and a promoter and I'm a comedian. But I really haven't been discovered yet. I've been on the heels of 7 Sharp and TV NZ telling them how good I am. But they haven't been game enough to come and see me and ask me if they can come on. I can come on the telly, because they know if they do, I'll ask them for some money, because I don't talk for nothing. Oh no, I don't talk no more for nothing. You got to pay. I'm big. I'm worth big money. Did you know Colin Meads gets $10,000 for making a speech? I think it's about 10,000. It used to be a few years ago. The top man gets $10,000 for making a speech. All Colin Meads ever did was score a couple of tries. He was an All Black years ago. Scored a couple of tries, got a broken arm and kept playing. And now he's world famous. Selling stuff all around the world. And it's like that other rugby player. What's his name? The first 5'8" for the All Blacks. What's his name? A little fella comes from Southbridge. Yeah, he gets hurt every 10 minutes. He can only play about 10 or 20 minutes and he gets hurt. Geez, when I was playing rugby, we never got hurt. I never got hurt. No, I was fit. Man, I was fit. And listen, I'm talking about myself again. I better go. Good on you, Noel Leeming. Listen, if you're not doing anything on the weekend, why don't you pop in and have a whiskey and teach me how this bloody computer, how this printer works? We can print something out, eh? Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.